Hello, my little friends, and welcome once again to From Mangoes to Maples, where stories from India travel all the way to your homes here in Canada. It's me, Millie, and today's story is about courage. The kind that does not mean you're never scared, but the kind that helps you move forward even when you are afraid. Children, before we begin today's story, let me introduce you to someone very special from India's history. Rani Lakshmibai. Rani Lakshmibai was a real queen who lived almost 170 years ago in a place called Jhansi in India. She was not just a queen who wore beautiful clothes and lived in a palace. She was a true leader who cared deeply about her people. In India, she is remembered as one of the bravest women in history. Today, we are going to learn not just about what she did, but about the courage inside her heart. The story is called Rani Lakshmibai and the Brave Heart Inside. Long ago in India, in the kingdom of Jhansi, there lived a young queen named Rani Lakshmibai. Before she became queen, she was a girl named Manikarnika. She loved riding horses and learning new skills. But even as a child, she heard whispers. Girls don't do that. That's too difficult. She'll hurt herself. Is she all right? Sometimes these words, these comments hurt. Sometimes they made her doubt herself. But she always told herself, if I have to move forward in life and if I want to protect what I love, I must learn to be strong. Years later, when she grew up and she became the queen, her husband, the king, unfortunately died due to an illness. Then one day, her kingdom was threatened by a very big and powerful army. Now, this was stressful. People looked at her with worry. She is young. She is alone. How can she fight such a big force? We wish we had a strong king to save this land. At night, when the palace grew quiet, Rani Lakshmibai sat beside her young son. She was not fearless. Her heart raced. Her hands trembled. She worried. She worried about herself, her people, her son. She wondered, what if I fail? What if I cannot protect them? But then again, she asked herself another question. If I do nothing, what happens to my home? What happens to my people? And slowly she made a decision. Because courage does not shout, it chooses. With her young son tied safely to her back, she mounted her horse and led her soldiers into battle. She was still afraid inside, but she rode forward anyway. Because sometimes courage is not about fighting. It is about standing up for what matters most. Even today, people remember her not because she never felt fear, but because she did not let fear decide for her. She dressed like a soldier and led the army herself. It is said that she would hold the horse's reins in her teeth so she could use swords in both hands to fight off enemies. She in fact also trained a whole army of women called Durga Dal to fight alongside her. So you see children, being a woman, being a mother did not make her weak. It only made her stronger because she had a purpose. The purpose to stand up for what's right, the purpose to protect her kingdom, the purpose to protect her own son. This is how Rani Lakshmibai showed courage. But courage in your life may look different. It might mean walking into a new classroom on the first day, trying to make friends when you feel shy, speaking up in front of the class, performing on stage when your stomach feels full of butterflies. As you grow, you might face bigger challenges. You will have to face interviews, speak to strangers, make important decisions, make good choices, and stand up for what is right. You may feel nervous. Your heart may beat fast. Your voice may shake. That does not mean you are not brave. Just like Rani Lakshmibai, courage can live right beside fear. We are human beings. We do feel fearful, but there is courage inside each one of us. The question is not, am I scared? The question is, what matters enough for me to try anyway? So, we now know that courage means choosing to do what is right or important even when you feel afraid. Time for you to think. What is that one thing that feels a little scary for you right now? And what small, brave step could you take to overcome that fear? Think about it and speak to somebody at home about it for sure. And I will see you next week. Until then, don't forget to like and subscribe. From India's land to Canada's snow, may seeds of kindness always grow.